My name is Savannah Colleen and I work at the Tattoo Dojo in Atlanta, Georgia as a tattooer. I have been at the Tattoo Dojo for about 3 years and I've been tattooing for a total of 8 years. I started my apprenticeship in 2012. Something I try to embody in my personal aesthetic is just letting my inner child be really prominent. Having fun is very important to me. I would describe my tattoo aesthetic as ornamental. I really like tattoos that fit the body in a very strong way. I like to do tattoos that are extremely interactive with my clients. One reason that I draw all of my tattoos directly on the body, it feels like more of an activity that connects me to the person I'm tattooing. Since childhood, I was very drawn towards expressing myself creatively. I started to become really fascinated with tattoos. I think my fascination came from the fact that it wasn't something I saw in my everyday life. A lot of the people I looked up to and generally thought were cool had tattoos, so of course I wanted to emulate that. And so eventually I was like, oh, that would be a fun job, you know, maybe I'll do that one day. And once I had that seed planted in my mind, it just became this lasting obsession. When I was 18, I actually graduated school early to start trying to pursue an apprenticeship. And I reached out to Russ Abbott, who eventually wound up teaching me to tattoo. I apprenticed there for about 2.5 years, and then I wound up working at his shop, Ink and Dagger Tattoo. When Gabby and Eric initially approached me about working at their shop, my immediate answer was yes. They're my best friends and I really respect their work ethic, and I knew that whatever studio they created would be a very, very special place in a way that I think is not necessarily commonplace in tattooing. You know, you can build an amazing shop that looks beautiful, has great artists in it, but unless there's this particular spirit where everyone is connected in a deeper way, I think it just lacks a little bit of the magic that keeps people coming back. And you know, after 6 years of working in the same shop, even though it was a place that I loved and was deeply connected to, I think it was just natural for me to want to spread my wings and leave the nest and explore something new for myself. So I would describe the shop as a place where people from all walks of life can come and feel comfortable and celebrated, and it's just an environment where you want to be yourself. We're all united by our passion for tattooing, and more importantly, our passion for connecting with our clients and each other. I think my personal favorite thing about the shop is how much it feels like a team. It doesn't feel like a workplace where people come and do their job and then leave and go home. On my days off, I want to be hanging out with the people I work with, and I think that's probably one of the most unique qualities about the fun mix of people we have working there. I would describe my relationship with my clients as something very sacred and special. After doing it for almost 10 years, I can say that the most beautiful part to me is the connections that I have made with the people I tattoo. Tattooing is something people are primarily drawn to. It's interesting because it's also the least necessary thing you could be spending your time or money on. People feel really compelled to participate in it, and I think it's because when you have a really good connection with the person that's tattooing you, there is something about it that feels almost like a ritual. I think that one reason people really crave getting tattoos is because you do leave that process feeling like more like yourself in a weird way. It's hard to explain to people that haven't experienced that, but you just leave feeling transformed. And I think that not only applies to the client, but it applies to the artist as well. I've had so many clients who have literally changed my life. I tattoo because I have a very deep spiritual need to connect with people and impact people's lives in a positive way, wanting to respect the generations of tattooers who have come before me, but leave my mark as well.
So my name is Brianna, and I'm a full-time law student right now. I had seen that Savannah did a lot of cover-ups. She does a lot of bold designs, which is like kind of my style and a lot of black and gray as well. So that's how I ended up getting tattooed by her. Whenever I bring ideas to her, she's really great to execute them in her style, and it's very like free and open, and that's how I feel that her personality is. The more I got done by her, the more comfortable I was. It's funny, they kind of like make me feel more of myself. They help me feel just more confident, and I like the style. There might be some places where I would need to cover them at work, but it's who I am like as a whole person. Like I love art, like I love getting tattooed. I live my body with tattoos. Every time I look down, whenever I'm doing things, I see like this beautiful art on my skin, and yeah, it brings a lot into my life. The things I want to do in the legal field, I'm not so sure. I'm always gonna kind of go my own way. I feel like it is more acceptable now than it was 10, 20 years ago. With how far like tattooing has come, more people see it as art. So when I first came to the tattoo dojo, I was kind of intimidated because I hadn't been tattooed in a while. Everyone was just super cool. The environment's great, it's really laid back, and everyone's really talented here. It's unlike any other tattoo shop that I've been to, and I just love the positivity that everyone has here. It changed my life when I first started getting my cover-ups done, because I could finally, show my skin again and like feel comfortable and happy. It's an amazing thing.
I unwind in a multitude of ways. I, first and foremost, unwind by hanging out with my cats. One of my favorite things to do to unwind recently has been roller skating. When I was a little kid, I roller skated just like at skating rinks. I'm a winter baby. I was born in January, so I could never have a pool party, so we would always have roller skating birthday parties, and it's just been something that has always made me feel really free. Other things that I'm really passionate about are yoga, hiking, just being outside in general. I have a really deep connection with the earth and plants and nature. Really, anytime I can be outside moving my body, that's something that inspires me creatively and helps me relax a little bit. As soon as you make something you love your main source of income or your career, you have to do other things outside of that to stay inspired, or else you can get burned out pretty easily. So I would just like to say thank you to anyone who has been a part of my journey in any way, specifically my clients for supporting me for almost 10 years of tattooing, and everyone that I've ever worked with, anyone who has taught me anything about the tattoo process or the magic that we are responsible for creating. I just want to extend my deepest gratitude to you all, because yeah, this is my passion, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to tattoo all of you. So thank you.